Yeah, so for those of you that are familiar with, like, the old school Battletech art where, you know, everybody was like, oh man, look at all these hot women in bikinis and stuff, and you thought it was just, like, male gaze shit? Like, nah. They were wearing bikinis because that was before the cooling jackets were invented, and it got hot in those mech cockpits. So, I'm just saying, like, there was a lore reason for that, believe it or not. Anyway, we have a Gauss, we have some Artemis, we got a, well, I'm not terribly excited about a Shadowhawk, but oh my god. Jet. It's not the pretty baby, but it's an awesome. And they only want 7 million for it. No. I have to resist the temptation, chat. It's the awesome, and it's the 8Q. It's my awesome. It's the well, maybe not the best awesome in the game. I don't know if we'll find the pretty baby though. That's the thing. And I also don't have the Indo and the Pharaoh that I'm gonna need. I gotta give in to the intrusive thoughts, chat. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. You know I gotta do it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Alright, let's check this shop. This is Solaris. They better have some fucking heat sinks. They got two whole heat sinks. 2 whole heat sinks in the entirety of the Solaris market. Good lord. We have more improved sensors. They do have the Gauss for sale, though. It's the only ballistic they currently have. But they do have a Gauss. 1.6 mil is really expensive for a Gauss because it's early in the campaign. How's my boy Soul Shitter Fuck Murder doing? He's doing alright. He's not dead. He's not dead. He's been doing okay. Is an awesome a good CQB? No, not really. I mean, it can punch pretty hard if people get close. But the awesome is very, very slow, so it very rarely gets an opportunity to get in close. 2 of your finest heat sinks. Yeah, no shit. Anyway, sadly, Solaris is not an industrial hub, I don't think. Oh, no, it does. We're not getting a discount, but we're also not getting a penalty. Alright, chat. We gotta look. We gotta look. So we gotta repair this up. And, I mean, we could just go with a PPC platform. With that being said, you guys know I'm more partial to the PPC X. So let's see. Let's see what kind of heresy we can commit here. We're gonna do it. You know damn well I'm gonna do it. Alright, so first of all, we gotta max out the armor. Because that, you just gotta max out the armor. Second thing, 400 engine. Bacardi and Cola, do it. Then I think we put in some double heat sinks. Because if I'm gonna use doubles, I'm gonna use them on something like this. Damn, the 400 is too heavy. We need that Endo and Pharaoh in order to make this work, sadly. Yeah, we would need an XL as well. Okay, so we can't go full on heresy just yet. That's okay though. That's okay. For now, we can just use it in its default configuration. I'm not gonna put any PPCXs in it just yet. And then let's see. We'll leave out the other laser in the head. Yeah, we could do 4 PPCs. The only problem is going to be the heat management. Then again, I'm sure some of you will say, if you kill the enemy in a single volley, do you need heat management? So let's see. PPC generates how much heat? 6.8 on a flyer, right? So if we fire 4 PPCs, that's... I'm not good at math. 7 times 4, that's what, 28? So basically, we can only fire 4 times before we overheat. This is really dumb, but I'm also really... You know what? Let's go really, really dumb. Let's put the PPCs in the torso, just leave the arms alone, because the arms are going to get blown off anyway. We've already maxed out the armor. What? Yeah, no, you're right. Heat capacity is 39, so we gotta fill this thing up. Who needs to aim up? Correct. Alright. So let's... We gotta do the thing. We gotta even out our armor values here. There we go. And then we just fill it up with heat sinks. Well, first of all, we need feet sinks. You guys know how this works. And then I guess we put the rest in the torso locations. It's about the best we're gonna get. It's 4 PPCs and a dream. It's ugly. But, I'm okay with ugly. Are improved sensors... Wait, that's a good question. Improved sensors... It doesn't look like it. Let's see. Yeah, if I stick them in there, it doesn't cost us anything. I'll do it. I don't give a fuck. It only gives us 100 extra meters, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I wonder. No, I was thinking maybe we go to the market and see if we can grab some melee weapons, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Alright, let's start the work. God, this thing is gonna be a disaster on legs. We could put the improved sensors on the other mechs as well. I don't know if it's really worth it, though, because the AI is kind of dumb. I think I will put one in the charger, though, so that when I'm actually using the charger, I'll have improved sensors as well. Because, like, I need the improved sensors to get the readout on the enemies so that I can actually direct our people to attack those things. Oh, also, because we're here now, I can turn in the 2 panthers. As we've stripped those. And then, what do you got for me in the cantina? Collect a djinn or collect an assassin? I can do that. Alright. Now, contracts. Where is... I guess it's these? Yeah, these are the ones for the pilot. So we got a demolition and a war zone. Demolition is easy enough. But the other 2 improved sensor, yeah, but we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. And let's go ahead and, of course, we take max salvage shares. You know the rules, and so do I. We're a little over tonnage on this one. How do we remedy that? We could drop the Wolverine and put in something else instead. Let's see, if we drop the Wolverine and look for another 50-ton mech, what else do we have? I think we got, yeah, we got some hunchbacks. The 4H is, it's basically a 4G. Let's go ahead with the hunchback, and then we'll drop out Jonah. Who's got good affinity with a hunchback? Looks like Ansie's got good affinity, so we'll go ahead and put them in there. And, yeah, we'll give this a shot. Oh, no, I gotta change out. We gotta put in the awesome. It's gonna take 75 days, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, because I want to test this puppy out and see what it's like. Have we named the dropship yet? I don't think you can. We'll wait 75 days and we'll make it hot. And we're using 4 PPCs on an awesome, so we are definitely going to be making it hot. Without a doubt. Oh, also, I forgot, since we put Erst in the game, gotta take his name off the list. Pussy wagon, so all the Canopian cat girls will know what's up. There you go. I approve of the Kill Bill reference. Oh, of course. I'm in a 4 PPC fucking awesome, and of course we're on goddamn lava planet. Why not? Give me the weapon groups. Alright, as usual. I want a full alpha and I want a chain fire.
Remains the destruction of the base itself.
Now where are we going? That direction. Got it. Fun fact, the SLDF was a unit who all had cat ears and tails as implants. I believe it. Also, we gotta switch over to something here. We'll go with this, we'll go with the yet another night vision. The improved night vision in yet another mech lab is actually really good. Alright, you know what? Before we get stuck in, I'm gonna try this. Okay, so on a full alpha strike, we get up to about 60 heat. Good to know. Good to know.
Ah, crap! We have hostile battle mechs inbound.
Yep, that's the thing that's gonna happen when you're in a war zone, doofus. Yeah, it is an awesome friend aid. We just found one in the shop at Solaris, and I had to buy it. I couldn't resist the temptation. You guys know me. What are you? Oh, you're shooting it. I guess. Sup, PPC nerd? And by the way, chat, if you're curious, that's why I prefer the PPCX, because you see how many shots from the PPC it just took. Please go fuck yourself, Turret Cartel. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. That was a full alpha, by the way, that I just put on that Centurion. He suddenly ceased to exist. Alright, so we are demolishing the base. You guys know what time it is. We gotta get in here, we gotta do some inspections. We gotta make sure all these buildings are up to code, and right now it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I mean, these AC units, look, they're falling apart. It looks like they're leaking. Man, that's... Those Freon leaks, they're definitely going to cost some fines on that. The EPA is going to get involved. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Guys, if you don't mind going to deal with that partisan. But you know, these walls, they got cracks in them. Again, the ceilings look like they're about to fall down. It's... Again, there's clearly a lot of work that needs to go on here. And we're just gonna check out this, what I assume is a parking garage, but again, definitely seems like it's not up to snuff. Maybe the satellite dish is in good working order. Oh, no, see, look at that. Just the lightest touch and it comes crashing down. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. OSHA fears me, the certified forklift operator. Correct. Why would you jump? Again, you're just making it easy on me.
We've got your target, Commander.
Oh, it's the little commando that could. Anyway, We gotta continue our building inspections. Gotta make sure all this is up to code. You know how it is. You know how it is. Safety first and all that. We wouldn't want any of these buildings to collapse with children in them. We gotta think of the children. Guys, why is Commando still alive? Okay, now the Commando's not alive.
Target destroyed.
Take out those harassers. Come on, boys. It's one of the lightest, crappiest vehicles in the game. Now, let's get back to those building inspections. I mean, so far, the PPCs are hitting a little harder than I thought. At least when I'm firing 4 of them at one time, they're definitely hitting harder than I thought they would. Why build such a large base so close to a volcano? You know that earthquakes and volcanic eruptions eventually condemn a place and evacuate. Yeah, I mean, again, it's really poor. You know, they say in business it's all about location, 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 and these guys definitely picked a really bad location. It's nothing to be done. I mean, you know, sometimes you make a bad call and you know, you saw the listing and you thought to yourself, man, what a deal, what a steal. They're basically giving this away, and then you get there and, you know, you see the volcano lair and he's, you know, you start thinking like an evil genius, like, oh yeah, cool. I'm definitely gonna build my evil volcano base, and then, you know, it just doesn't work out. It just doesn't work out. And then that champion ceased to exist. Now, I'm doing the thing, chat. I'm doing the thing where I'm getting stuck on something when I shouldn't.
Behind you, Commander.
On me, donkeys. Let's get to the extract. Oh, we got a Vulcan. We got a Vulcan. I don't like tribs. Please go handle the trib. We're riding the line, chat. We are riding the line. That's okay. We're still moving. We're still moving. I'm trying not to get everything blown up. Free dirt sounds like a good deal. Yeah, I mean, it does. Until you get there and the dirt's literally on fire.
Let's get out of here.
Like, I mean, Ernst has a point. If you're on a volcano planet, you do, like, you know, geothermal energy and stuff is definitely useful, but man, those building codes. Those building codes. Alright, let's see. We got 24 picks. We could pick up a Centurion. We could pick up a Vulcan. The Centurion is missing the core. The Vulcan is like everything is missing the core. We cored all these donkeys out. This was the AH version of the Centurion, though, which is the AC-20 version. I might take it just so we can pull the AC-20 out of it. Then again, the Vulcan has more equipment. I mean, that's why it's worth more. Pick up heatsink if available. Yeah, we should probably do that. Well, look at that. One whole heatsink, chat. We're balling now. Sadly, it's not showing me on the list here which mechs have heatsinks and how many they have. But the Vulcan, with this Vulcan being the 5T and having a bunch of medium lasers, it should have some heat sinks in it. I think we'll take it so we can strip it. I know the Centurion would be a better grab in terms of combat ability, but I think we gotta look at the salvage. The potential salvage, anyway. We can also take the Spider, and then I think we fill in with a couple of short burst mediums. Call it a day. Odds are you need a torso to have heat sinks. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Next time use a mech with jump jets to fly up to the top of a building. If you don't fall into the building, you know it's past inspection. That's actually not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. If it can hold the weight of an awesome, then clearly it's up to code. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's finish up this thing here. We got another set of cantina missions. I mean, I'll kill Igor units. And actually, while we're here, let me go cantina missions. We already moved on beyond this, so I'm gonna go ahead and abandon that. And what we'll do instead, because I saw there's a missile carrier cantina mission there, so I'll definitely take that. And honestly, collect 1 PPC tier 2. We might already have that, so I'll bitch this mission as well. Cantina, give me that. And sadly, we do not have one. Can we buy one? We can. I'll spend 500k just to get the cantina mission taken care of. There we go. Because we want to get these upgrades. Alright, now let's have a look at the mechs, the ones that we salvaged, see what we can pull out of them. Because I'm definitely not keeping a Vulcan or a Spider. Yeah, so we got a couple of heat sinks, machine guns, some short burst lasers. Let's just go ahead and strip everything out of it. Let's have a look at the Spider as well. And no heat sinks here, just a bunch of jump jets. So I don't think this one I'm not even going to strip. We're not going to waste the money on that. We'll just go ahead and sell it. Alright. Good deal. Good deal. So let's hit the repairs. As you do. And speaking of, the 4H has earned its colors. Let's go ahead and get it painted up in the company colors. And I think we are in good shape. So we got one more contract before we get the pilot. This is a war zone, so there's actually some potential for additional payout here. Assuming that we do well. So obviously we're gonna take the salvage, as you do. You know the rules. And we'll take the C-build salvage to round it out. Oh, shit. I forgot. We gotta paint up the Awesome as well. Awesome has also earned its colors. There we go. Outstanding. Outstanding. Now, let's get underway. It's gonna take us 6 days to get everything put back together, but you know what? I'll take it. Actually, no. We got some folks that are bruised up, so... We'll drop these pilots. Erst wanted a crab, so Erst, you're getting a crab. In the meantime, who else is healthy? Looks like we got Northman and we got Jonah. Well, we hadn't put in Northman this stream, so we'll go ahead and put him in as well. And that'll be good. That'll be good. 6 days, let's make it hot, chat. Let's make it hot. Everything's all repaired up. Our pilots are rested up, ready to go. Let's see if we can make some extra money, chat. Let's see if we can make some extra money. Try to help your allies under siege. Okay, so we're gonna kill some dudes before we kill some more dudes. Good to know what we're dealing with. Good to know what we're getting ourselves into.
Weapons online.
Looks like another dark mission. So let's go ahead and get switched over to the night vision.
Forces. Link up with them and hold off the enemy advance as long as possible. Be sure not to overextend yourself, Commander. Eventually, you will need to fall back to the evac point.
Rihanna, I don't know if you know this. I'm in an awesome. We're not... Like, expedience is not really on the menu. Expedience is not on the menu. Who are we killing today? Today, I think it's Steiner.
Coordinating on target.
Alright, boys. Now that we can actually lock onto something, let's go get that Shadowhawk. Let's get this bread. I almost... Where'd he go? There he is. He's hiding behind the building. Well, you know, it looks like Erst is living up to his reputation and immediately running off to go give him the clamps. Okay, and that's the end of the Jenner. So, let's see how long it takes you guys to take out a Shadowhawk. Alright, very good. Oh, wait, never mind. I thought you blew it up. I thought you blew it up.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Well, I think we're at the objective. Now we just have to wait and see if Rihanna's gonna be nice enough to tell us which direction the enemies are coming from this time around. Oh, you're actually gonna make me go stand over here next to this spot.
Is moving in, Commander.
Alright.
Get ready for them.
Yeah, Tron man, we can in fact add some clan stuff through mods. I have not done that yet, but it's a possibility. It is a thing we could do. I did see that sensor contact over here just briefly.
Hostile. Make ahead.
Oh, a fire starter. Well.
Escalating their assault on your position, Commander.
Former fire starter.
New target commander.
Alright. We got another commando. That's right, we're going up against Steiner, so I guess I should get ready to see a lot more commandos. Get punched, nerd.
Take that tank apart.
And there's a carrier of some description over there. Guys, take out the VTOL for me, please.
Target destroyed.
I guess I'll do it myself. Now, what was this? I assume it was some kind of carrier based on what Rihanna was saying.
Target acquired.
But whatever it is, yeah, it's an SRM carrier. Hopefully, oh no, that's right. I don't think anybody actually has any LRMs currently in the lands.
Acquired.
Son of a bitch.
Target destroyed.
There we go. Now, go get that SRM carrier. Oh, no, wait, never mind. Damn you! Get out of my way!
Show increased enemy presence in the vicinity. Be on the lookout for further hostiles.
Yeah, that's a thing that's gonna happen, Rihanna. Let me see if I can get an angle on this guy. Actually, while we're thinking about it, you donkeys just go over there.
Right on cue.
I'll take care of this SRM carrier.
Target destroyed.
There we go.
Falling in behind you.
Target charger.
Oh, what do we got? We got a Charger, we got a Hunchback, and we got a Centurion. Alright, they're bringing out some heavy metal for us today. And there goes the Charger. give me just a second here and I will give you the business as well. Oh, you're the... Okay, you're an LRM variant of the Hunchback. Good to know.
Received.
Oh, come on now. Man. I'm trying to get the headshots and I keep whiffing right over the top of their head. Turn around. Let me see your pretty face. Oh, I hit the wrong button, Chad. I hit the wrong button. Alright. Now, this guy.
Enemy reinforcements are spotted in the area. They look like they're heading your
There
way.
we go. There we go. Now let's have everybody form up on me. We're still good. We're still good. We haven't taken too much damage.
That VTOL is on our list of targets. Let's make our quarter.
Why'd you adjust for drop with a PPC? Listen. Listen. I do this stuff by feel. Ah, now he's outside of my range. I agree, Ernst. Take that. That's some classic shit right there. I remember those lines. Like a thing that you remember well. Yeah, well, I've said this before on Conquered Fun. You only get one chance to disrespect the SRM carrier. You do not survive to disrespect the SRM carrier a second time.
Target destroyed.
Alright, so we got one more enemy out here somewhere, and looks like it's an SRM-40. Actually, you know what? You guys just hang back. We'll do the same thing as before. We'll wait for them to come to us. Yeah, I did adjust down the health from the 3x that Yet Another Mech Lab has by default. I did leave it at 1.5 though, so vehicles are a little tankier than they are in base game, but not ridiculous like they are in default Yet Another Mech Lab. Like, I wouldn't mind tanks hitting harder or having better accuracy, but the fact that I can just sit there and unload, you know, 100 LRMs or 5 or 6 AC-20 shots into a fucking harasser and it still survive, like, nah, that makes no sense. The whole point of vehicles is that they're supposed to be less durable but more maneuverable. And by just giving them a shitload of extra health, you kind of don't... Like, it defeats the purpose of that. I know, who's arguing for realism in a video game? Anyway, we're gonna head over towards the extraction. I'm not gonna try to extract just yet. I do want to see what they're gonna throw at us. But as usual, I'm also not gonna wait around for, you know, 20 minutes. Yeah, Ernst says I'm arguing for tabletop equivalencies. I mean, there are a lot of folks, especially the old school Battletech fans, that would argue that more video games should feel more like the tabletop. And I've said before, while I don't necessarily disagree with that sentiment, it's also not what everybody wants. And especially with the Mechwarrior franchise and Mechwarrior Online to a certain extent, I feel like there's been more attempts to try to get new blood into the franchise. Games like Battletech, like 2018 Battletech, I think are better to advocate for that more tabletop adjacent gameplay. As evidenced by the mod that you made for VTA. So I saw something that looked like a heavy mech. No, wasn't a heavy mech. Come here, you. Alright, now you don't have a leg. Go into the darkness.
Easy, Commander. Nice kill. That demon going critical.
Target acquired.
Alright. We got another AH Centurion.
New target Centurion.
And, oh, another AH Centurion. Yep, well, I done fucked up. If it followed tabletop rules, light mechs would die so much faster. I honestly feel like the changes were a good compromise to make it fun. Well, and that's kind of what I'm saying, Sternguard. First of all, welcome to the chat on a Saturday. First time chatter, good to see you, glad to have you. But yeah, I would make the argument that the Mechwarrior franchise especially is supposed to be more of like the ambassador game to the tabletop setting, to the Battletech setting. It's meant to be a more streamlined and less mechanically dense version of the Battletech franchise.
Target acquired.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, you know, again, take it for what it is. Although, with the high level of modability of Mechwarrior 5, you can also do things like adjusting all the stats of the weapons and equipment to more tabletop levels. We might be getting stuck here. Nope, we're good, we're good. Yeah, and see, Earth kind of has a point too with light mechs on the tabletop. Like, the evasion mechanics, which you also see in Battletech 2018, go a long way toward making not only light mechs, but some of the faster medium mechs more survivable
Glad
on the
to join the
tabletop.
company, Commander.
As
Let's
opposed
kick
to a
some
game
ass.
like... Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize we were gonna get a voice line, but cool. But yeah, like, the tabletop rules and the Battletech 2018 rules make it a little easier for light mechs to have survivability, whereas, you know, in a game like Mechwarrior, where your actual physical accuracy is more important, light mechs basically just get smoked. Like, as long as I can see a light mech, I can probably wipe it out. The AI kind of sucks at taking out light mechs, but that's just because the AI kind of sucks at aiming in general. And Sereni, good to see you on a Saturday. Glad to have you. Thanks for joining us, and hopefully you're having an outstanding weekend so far. Let's see, what do we got? Well, there's the Jenner that we need for the canteen mission. And we almost have enough. We almost have enough for that, but let's see, do we have any? We do have some heat sinks. Alright, so I'm gonna take the heat sinks for sure. And then, what else? We do have some Treb, some fire starters, some Shadowhawk. I don't know. I don't know. I think I'll take some Treb salvage. See if we can get a little closer to putting one of those back together. And again, not because I want one, but so we can sell it. And we'll do the same with the fire starter. We'll take as much fire starter salvage as we can and see if we can put one together. Stuck in a hotel in Syracuse, not my favorite Saturday. Well, that's no good. I assume you're there for work, although maybe for pleasure. Alright, let's see, Erst. How'd you do? 2 kills, 1 air unit, 0 turrets, 1 mech. Didn't take too much damage, but didn't deal a whole lot of damage either. Not too bad. Not too bad for your first mission. Yeah, Maximus, that's kind of my thing, especially if you get into the mods like BTA and Rogue Tech, where evasion matters a whole lot more. Like, light mechs can be viable all the way into the late game. And, you know, for those of you that have been around, you guys already know, we used the Disco Inferno, which was a fire starter, all the way up until the end game, and it very rarely got hit, and when it did, it was usually glancing hits. Like, its evasion and its speed kept it alive in battles that, for example, if we had done it in Mechwarrior, it never would have survived. It never would have survived in Mechwarrior. Because it would have just got lagged or something, or gotten hit by one PPC, and that would be it. So it's again, different strokes for different folks. Alright, Sierra, well, you gotta take care of the cat. I mean, if the cat was nice enough to adopt you, then, you know, you've gotta fill your quota. Pay the tithe,
Glad
so
to
to
join the
speak.
company, Commander. Let's kick some ass.
Okay, you said that already, but yeah, we'll kick some ass. We will kick some ass. As we have a large laser, medium lasers, medium hatchet, and a melee vindicator. So another elite pilots, and let's see, who is that gonna be this time around? Looks like Mara's gonna be the next pilot on the list, but we got the Jenner mech. Go ahead and turn that in. I'm not even gonna bother to strip it because it's a Jenner. And then let's see, what else do we got? More Cantina missions. Kill J. Edgar units. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. And collect autocannons. Yeah, I think we can do that too. Now, we've got ourselves another pilot. Heat management upgrade. Indeed, indeed. But we need to fix up our mechs, as you do. Again, doesn't look like anybody got anything completely blown up. We definitely got some damaged equipment, but nothing completely gone. And let's see. Let's have a look at the Vulcan. I doubt it's going to have a whole lot in terms of stuff that we need. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, so we'll just sell it. Another 1.1 million in the day. You'll love to see it. And then we get the 4P. The 4P Hunchy. I mean, the 4P Hunchy is in good shape. I think we'll just put it in cold storage. Since it's not going to strip anything, I'd rather just not be paying money for them. I'll do the same with the Blackjacks because we're not currently fielding them. It'll be good to have them on standby in case we need them, but I don't think they're going to see regular rotation just yet. Vindicator, Vindicator, Vindicator. It's a melee Vindy. What else can we do with it? Comes with the large laser, medium laser, 180 engine. Nothing to write home about, really. Although we could beef it up by maybe putting in a PPC or a PPC-X, especially for a melee mech. But that 64 kph, sadly, is, it's not great. It's not great. For a 45-ton mech, 64 kph is a little slow. Chad, let's see what we can do with it. Let's see what we can do with it. Let's go ahead and strip the mech. We'll max the armor, as you do. Let's see. Take away that, take away that. We're just, again, balancing out the armor values so that we've got even tonnage. Now, obviously we're going to put the hatchet in there. Oh, that actually came with a tier 5 medium hatchet. Okay, alright. So if we throw in a PPC-X in the arm to give it some up-close firepower, and then potentially put it in SRM-6. Let me see. Ammo. We'll do 2 bins of ammo just to make sure you got plenty of DACA. We have no mace. This is true. This is true. Maybe we can buy one. Let's check out the market. What do we got? No mace. No mace available, sadly. But with the extra armor, we also need an engine core. And this thing was running, what? It was running a 180 before, wasn't it? Or was it a 140? Chad, I don't remember. I think it was the 180. Let's see what we can do on the market. What do we get for engine cores on the market? We could go with a 200. We could go with a 230, 245. It was the 180. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just put in a 400. Call it a day. I feel like the 200 isn't enough of an upgrade, but I also feel like putting in a 245 is also not enough of an upgrade for the tonnage that you have to sacrifice. Because the 200 would give us 72 kph. The 245 would only give us 88 kph. But at the same time, 88 kph is the same digits as 88 miles an hour. So could we potentially time travel? Track tension, that's a good question. I think the melee weapons don't really do different amounts of damage unless, like, it has to do with the tier more than the weapon itself. Let's see. I wish I could test fit the 245 without actually buying it. But it says it's 12 tons. Plus the 3 tons for the gyro. So this is going to be too heavy. I think we have to go with the 200. Because the 245 is going to be too heavy, and we'd either have to lose a bin of ammo, or we would have to downgrade something else. So let's grab the 200. Yeah, and that's going to put us pretty close. We do need some heat sinks as well. So having a little bit of extra tonnage left over is probably not a bad thing. The question is, what do we do with half a ton? Because if I max out the armor, it's not going to be enough. And if I put in another heat sink, then we got to drop even more ammo. Don't really need 2 bins. Yeah, I mean, it is a 45-ton mag. Alright, let's drop a bin of ammo. We'll put in another heat sink. But that still doesn't tell me what to do with this other half a ton. I mean, I could put one jump jet in it just for the hell of it. Small laser? Yeah, we could do that. Why not? Fuck it. Put a small laser in the head. Why the hell not? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see how it plays. It might suck, but, I mean, it's a Vindicator, so it wouldn't be a surprise if it did. Brawler? Yeah, I guess. Since it is a melee mech, it makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, exactly. Small laser. I have a half a ton, and I don't need jump jets. I don't know what to do with this. But let's look at upgrades. Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I wanted to make sure that Solaris technically counts as an industrial hub. Because we want to look at doing some upgrades. Let's have a look. We got heat, so we got a little bit of extra heat capacity. We got energy range and velocity. That would be fun. Laser duration is not really going to matter. Energy cooldown time would be good, except we're already kind of in a position where I'm overheating myself a little too much. Sadly, we don't have a lot of the heat management upgrades that I really want. So, I mean, maybe we just put the 1 upgrade in it for now, for extra heat capacity. I mean, range and velocity is good too. Maybe armor bonus couldn't hurt. I mean, the thing is, so rap with me here. Rap with me. If I put in an upgrade, can I then remove or replace that upgrade later? That's my question. Yes, okay. Then what I didn't want to do is potentially eat up slots and then not be able to do anything with those later. That's gonna be kind of expensive. I don't want to fill this thing up. But I also want to make sure that we're putting in as many useful upgrades as we can. It all costs money and time, that's fine. I just want to make sure that, like, if I put in the energy, range, and velocity, or the armor, like, I can replace these upgrades later when we get some of the better upgrades. That's all I wanted to make sure of. So we'll spend 35 days and 1,000,000 C-bills doing some upgrades on the awesome. And now, it's time for us to get started on the Kestrel Lancers. We did what we set out to do, which was to pick up some more pilots and make a little more money, build up our mech catalog. So now we're gonna head to the Galactic South. It looks like we got a high reward quest. This might be a pilot, it might be something else, but we'll stop in, nope. We're gonna start in this system and we'll see what the transmission is. God bless it. Yeah? Okay, Chad, sorry about that. Maybe we're good for now. He's moving on. He's moving on. I swear, there are times where I feel like they know I'm streaming and they're like, yeah, let's fuck this bitch's stream up. Let's do it. Anyway, I gotta say, first off, Sierra, I see you have hydration incoming. I did take a drink during the brief moment of silence. And Fanosi, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs and welcome to the stream on a Saturday. Good to see you, glad to have you, and thank you so much for the generosity. And if you got a sub from Thanosi, please be sure to thank him for that generosity and welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions. Yeah, the leaf blower is pretty fierce. Well, we were having some deal with the lawnmower earlier, and then now it's leaf blower coon. But yeah, good to see you guys. Glad to see everybody showing up on a Saturday and joining us for some hot mech on mech action here in the modded Mechwarrior 5 campaign, or I'm sorry, career. It's not a campaign.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
There we go. We do have. Oh, all right. I mean, if you're gonna make it easy on me. Alright, we're riding the line a little bit, chat. We're riding the line. By the great provinces. Sure. And full alpha.
Combat vehicle rolling in. Be sure to take it apart.
Oh, I see you. I see you back there. Give him the business, boys. Give him the business. Give him the business. Man, I keep whiffing these shots. I'm trying to go for headshots and I'm just whiffing them. Demolish the base. Well, you know, collateral damage is sort of our specialty. I assume this is part of the base, maybe not. But we're gonna demolish it all the same. Hey, come here, you. There we go. There we go. Will Leaf Blower Coon get a redemption arc? I hope so. I hope so. It's too early in the story to say.
Still have a long way to go. Keep at it, everyone.
It's too early in the story to say, but it's always a possibility. You know, sometimes the greatest villains become the greatest heroes. I saw a sensor contact back here. What was it? Shadowhawk? Yeah, we can handle a Shadowhawk. Go get 'em, boys. I'm gonna continue the inspections. There's a lot of buildings that aren't up to code. We're gonna have to get the OSHA inspectors in here. We're gonna have to get the fire marshal in here. Man, we're gonna have to get, like, the Chamber of Commerce in here and the permits department. I guess this is absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. You hate to see it, Jeff. You really do. Let me see. If I go into Predator Vision, that should get rid of some of the, some of this smoke nonsense. That's a little alpha strike from me to you, buddy. There's another one, because I'm so generous. Come here, nerd. You too, come here. Manticore? Hey, guess what? Manticore, meet Awesome's feet. Get stomped on, nerd. Alright, there we go. We got another harasser out here. Can I hit him? Well, I guess you guys could just kill him before I get the chance. That works too. No more Manticore. Alright, let's continue our inspection. 2025 Leaf Blower Man anime incoming. I mean, that would definitely not be the weirdest place that Chainsaw Man has gone. Oh, we got some more light mechs.
We are on your target, Commander.
Get him, boys. Get him. I legged him for you. Come on, I'm making it easy. I'm making it easy. Come here, nerd. Get punched. I think there was another Jenner over here, or did you guys just kill that? You know what, chat? I'm doing the dumb thing. I'm getting caught up in killing mechs. Wait, what do we got? Oh, another champion. I mean, Raptor's a pretty cool name for your squad, but also, you guys suck. You didn't do enough to earn that name. Guys, just form up on me. I don't think a champion's really worth all the trouble. I mean, if he comes at us, I'll definitely give him the what for, but you guys are really gonna make me go through this city to kill this guy? Come here, you donkey. Stop it. Get out of the way. Get out of the way! Get wrecked, nerd. Oh, we have a lot of people here all of a sudden. Come here. Come here. Get punched, nerd. Get punched again. You get punched too, nerd. Come here. Oops. I made a mistake, chat. I made a mistake. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention. Omitted crib. Is this where Willy Wonka flies in singing "Come with me and you'll be in a world of OSHA violations"? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Alright. One less Jenner. Now, Northman's over here getting shot to shit.
Structure damage.
Weapon systems are fried. Have no use in this fight. Ejecting.
Alright. Now, this quick draw has given you guys far too much trouble for being a quick draw. Where are you going? To hell, I think is the appropriate answer. Again, I'm doing the thing, chat. I'm getting so caught up in killing stuff, and we need to just get the hell out of here. We need to just get the hell out of here. I'm playing games with Jenners, and that's exactly what they want me to do. Trying to give them the clamps, you're damn right. Give them the clamps. Give them the clamps, chat. God, and they just keep dropping more dudes. Come on.
Forming on you.
Form on me, for fuck's sake. Let's get out of here. Although, they just dropped off another lance between me and the evac zone, so things might get a little spicy here. What do we got? Oh, a thunderbolt. Surprise, motherfucker. Oh, and a longbow. Oh my goodness. Get meleeed, nerd. Get meleeed again. Get punched, nerd. Get punched again. I'm gonna keep hitting you. As long as you're dumb enough to keep standing here taking these hits, I'm gonna keep hitting you. Get punched, nerd. Get punched again. Now let's clean up your chaff, and don't worry, I'll deal with you in just a second.
Copy that, target.
Now, everybody focus on this donkey.
System offline.
That was probably not a great idea.
Our employer
How'd I do?
wanted this area
There we go.
cleared of all tanks.
Ow! Damn it.
Zero reporting. Target destroyed, sir.
Target destroyed. New
No more Jenner.
Focusing on issue target.
No. Now, you guys follow me. Follow me. We're getting out of here. We are getting out of here. Tactical withdraw, donkeys. Tactical withdraw. You've lost too many arms. Successfully bullied the LRM carrier. Correct. As you should. This is how you've chosen to die? Okay. Alright.
Tango eliminated.
target
Here we go. We destroyed one of my components.
I'm gonna destroy more than that here in just a second.
destroyed.
Moving to your six,
Alright.
Commander.
Maybe we'll actually get some decent salvage on a Thunderbolt. I would be okay with picking up a Thunderbolt. That's the only reason I stuck around, even though we probably shouldn't have. I probably shouldn't have stuck around to fight that guy, but I want a Thunderbolt. T-Bolts are good. Well, T-Bolts are good for their weight class. They're very reliable, durable, and they can put out a decent amount of damage. Sadly, we'll have to see how expensive this particular engagement ended up being for us. Now, let's see. 33 salvage picks. Outstanding. Sadly, we blew up the engine core on both Thunderbolts to the surprise of absolutely no one. I think I'll take the one that's the most intact. Part of me kind of wants to take the longbow just to sell it, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, we'll grab some of the AC-10s that we need for the Cantina mission. I need to look at the damn Shadowhawk and see about putting one of those together. We'll grab up the heat sinks that we can. And then, I guess, a little bit of Frank's Red Hot, because you can never have enough of that. Alright, let's see. Well, it looks like Erst got some good kills, but underperformed in damage output. But also didn't take a lot of damage, so not too bad. Sadly, Northman and that Hunchback just did not do well. Hunchy's just a little slow. But we did get our autocannons. Let's go ahead and turn that in. Thank you very much. Apparently we're going to need to do a second. So, and for those of you that were here when Leafblower Coon was going, we are on our way to Canopa's space, the Starcaster Lancers, but we got here and there was a narrative mission chain. So I figured we might as well just stop and take care of this one. Hopefully we'll get some decent stuff from it. But the Hunchback did not get cored out. Sadly, it did lose all of its weapon systems. Thunderbolt, I'm gonna drop into cold storage. We'll have to do something about repairing that sometime later down the line. Once again, the crabs, because everything returns to crab, but the crabs are putting in work, and there goes our other ER large burst laser. So we're gonna have to get rid of that. And let's see. We don't have any more short burst large lasers. So I think we'll kind of go stock standard. Just put some regular old large lasers in this puppy. Call it a day. It's gonna be an expensive refit, but them's the breaks. Someone had crab claw for lunch. They did indeed. But they didn't get the whole package. They did not get the whole package. Awesome, unsurprisingly, did pretty well. And the Hunchback, again, I think we're just gonna have to cold storage this guy as well. And we'll have to fill in that hole in the lance with something else. Because these repairs are gonna be very, very expensive where we're at right now. Let's see. Contracts. Okay, so we need to go to a different system for this. Go to Wallace. Wallace, eh? Well, while we're here, I see Dare Kuna. There's a hero mech. Let's go check it out. I know we're getting sidetracked, because I'm easily sidetracked. You can upgrade weapons now because you get it on the mech lab. Yeah, you're right. I didn't think about that. That does cost a little bit of money, but we can look at it. Also, the goddamn Shadowhawk. Don't let me forget, chat. I need to see about putting together the Shadowhawk. We got a bunch of salvage. God damn it, chat. I swear. The game is fucking with me. The game is fucking with me. Hero Commando. Commando! I shouldn't. I'm gonna buy it because I never want to see this thing again. I never want this thing to pop up in a store again. It is just... I swear. I swear. Alright, strip it. Get everything out of there. Do the work. We're in an industrial hub, so we might as well do some repairs while we're here. Do we fix up the Hunchback, or do we fix up the Thunderbolt? Because I feel like the Thunderbolt's gonna do more work for us in the long run. I like Hunchbacks, I really do, but in Mechwarrior, they're just not very good. And I hate to say that, because I love a Hunchback. But in Mechwarrior, their ridiculously low speed for being a medium mech just cripples them every time. Let's put the T-Bolt back together, chat. See what we can do with it. If we repair everything... Armor's already maxed out, which is good. We need to drop the engine core. We're definitely... I don't know, do we... I know we've talked about this before. You shouldn't mix range brackets. You shouldn't mix range brackets, but if they're going to treat this thing like a brawler, then we definitely want to take out the LRMs. Because LRMs are not going to do a brawler any good. We'll put some heat sinks in the center torso. Let's see. Hit the market. Man, they really don't have a lot in terms of engines, do they? Because this thing was using, what, a 245, right? And the best we can do is either a 195 or a 285. I forget. What was the engine on this? Oh, it was a 260. 260. My mistake. But yeah, you can tell them to not treat it like a brawler. That's also fair. We could also make it into more of a long-range machine. The problem is going to be the engine core, because again, we don't have anything in that range, and the market doesn't really have anything in that range. It's running a 260. We could throw a 280 in it. But then we're going to lose some firepower. So we could just go full bore and stick a 300 in it and call that a day. Yeah, I gotta go fast. But we're also down to 11 million C-bills. So either we need to sell some of these mechs, or either we need to sell some mechs, or we need to pass on... You know what? We're never gonna pass on Mech Bay Heresy. We're never gonna pass on Mech Bay Heresy, chat. We're gonna sell some stuff. Starting with the Phoenix Hawks. I'm not gonna sell the hero version. But we are gonna strip them. God Damn it, stop auto-selecting the awesome. I love the awesome, but stop it, game. Alright, we're gonna strip everything out of this guy. Start the work. Do the same thing with the hero mag. Because I don't really think we're gonna use it. That'll give us some endo to play with as well. Alright. So we'll do that. Firestarter, though. Firestarter. I don't think we need 2 blackjacks. So I'll go ahead and strip one of those and sell it. And I'm kind of tempted to sell one of the chargers as well. I mean, I love the idea of charger squad, but at this point we need money more than we need mechs that don't work. Why don't you use a mech with 2 or 3 Gauss rifles and maybe 4 PPCs? I mean, Tron Man, this awesome, is currently using 4 PPCs, all mounted in the center torso. As for the Gauss rifles, we're still in like 3018, so Gauss rifles are still extremely rare and very hard to find. We also don't have a mech that can mount them currently. I don't think we have anything that's got that many ballistic hardpoints. This is the old salvage rules. 350k to strip a hero mech with endo. It should have been like 5 million. I mean, I haven't messed with the cost on any of this stuff. So whatever is default by yet another mech lab, that's what we're doing. I think the only setting that I've changed from the default settings for yet another mech lab is to tone down the durability of vehicles, because 3x is ridiculous. But everything else, default setting. The commando, again, we already decided we're gonna strip that. Let's see, what else? What else? Go on, does stuff in shops change based on lower availability? Mate, yes, to a certain extent. Like, certain types of weapons and internal systems will become more common, and you'll actually find them on the market, and they tend to be less expensive as you get further along in the timeline. So, like, as the Lost Tech becomes not Lost Tech and more just high-end tech, it becomes more affordable. And you can do stuff like buy Gauss rifles or kit out a grasshopper with nothing but pulse lasers and stuff like that. So, I think we do sell one of the chargers. And thankfully, I think this charger at least is already, yeah, it's already been stripped. And that sucks, I know, because we put all the money and everything into building this thing up. But we can get 4 million C-bills just from selling this charger. So I think it's worth it. And we do still have another one. So it's not like we're giving up on chargers. But let us timeline real quick. And essentially I'm going to fast forward so that we can get all of these mechs stripped and sold. So the Kobold we'll put back in cold storage now that it's stripped. We're going to sell the regular Phoenix Hawk. We're going to sell the Blackjack. This commando is a hero commando, so we're gonna keep it even though it's stripped down. Been away from the game for too long. Yeah, that's if you haven't been here for a while. I mean, we started up the new career with modded, and we started in the 3015 because I wanted to give us as much time as possible, but I also wanted to give us, like, you know, a progression of tech. Because starting in the late era, you just, you know, it's pulse lasers and Gauss rifles and ultra auto cannons everywhere, and that can be fun too, but I'd rather progress up to that. Alright, so now that we've done that, and made a little bit more money, we can actually look at putting this Thunderbolt back together. So, let's repair. We'll drop the LRMs. Need to pull out the engine core. And we did get a 270 from one of the mechs that we stripped down. So if we put in a 270... I mean, we're gonna... If I swap these out for SRMs instead of LRMs anyway, then we're gonna have more free tonnage to play with. But maybe we do the actual honest-to-God heresy. Let's buy the 300. Let's put the 300 in it. As you do. That's gonna be a fast boy. That's a fast boy. Alright, Auntie. Well, it was good to see you. Glad to have you on a Saturday. Thanks for hanging out with us for as long as you did. Go get yourself some sleep, and I do hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. Once again, thank you so much for showing up and hanging out with us. Let's see. SRMs. If I go with... Let's just go with some SRM 6s. That's going to be a little too heavy, which is okay. That's okay. We ditch the large laser. And if we're going to go with SRMs, we're going to need some ammo. And of course, we know ammo goes in the feet. So that gives us another 2.5 tons to play with. Good. I mean, I guess at this point we put in a small laser, and what do we do with 2 tons? Maybe more heat sinks? Because there's not... I wish there was another energy hardpoint. Yeah, this Thunderbolt's gonna have a case of the zoomies. That's okay, though. That's okay. Just gotta figure out what we want to do with it. I think we keep the machine guns. Although, what do we have for ballistics? Do we have... I mean, we have a heavy rifle. We have a light rifle. But then we'd be mixing range brackets, and I don't want to do that. The light rifle's 8 tons. If I drop the machine gun and its ammo, we're looking at 9 tons in total. Because we would need at least 8 tons, or that's with the heavy rifle. The light rifle, we might be able to make it work, but again, I don't want to mix range brackets is the thing. Medium laser in a hand and max armor with a single heat sink. I mean, that's not the worst idea. So we can fit in 1 more heat sink. And now we actually have some heat sinks since we stripped everything. And then if we max out the armor, there we go. I mean, it's durable, it's ugly. But up close, it's gonna hit like a truck. Ulrich, that's because the rules say that the ammo has to go in the feet. If you've played Battletech long enough, you know, you have to put the ammo in the feet. I don't make the rules, though that's what the rules say. As Rick Astley once said, you know the rules, and so do I. Let's see. We got 1 more point to spend. I mean, we're gonna have uneven armor, but them's the breaks. Not much to be done about it. I hate odd numbers, but I got no control over it. Wait, what? Hold up. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. It's unusual to see so many green bars in the mech chain. Yeah, well, that's That's the benefit of Mech Bay Heresy. Is you can do some pretty crazy stuff. We have improved the structure, the armor, the heat dissipation, the cooling, the heat capacity, the speed, and the damage output at the sacrifice of some range. We've cut its range in half, but that's okay. Alright, let's start the work on this thing. It's gonna be expensive and it's gonna take a while. So this thing's not gonna be up and running quickly, but that's okay. Now, we need to hit this contract and hopefully finish this up. I don't know if this is, like, part 2 of X. We are kind of fighting against Merrick, and I didn't really want to make enemies with Merrick since we're going to be doing Kestrel Lancers, but we'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens.